What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to be breaking down why some men start hating women, along with some of the most ridiculous text interactions ever. So it's no secret that in the manosphere, there's some people and channels that are resentful towards women, right? And there's varying levels of it. Some of them are just mildly resentful, and some of them just straight up hate women, right? You know, and I'm sure you know who the fuck I'm talking about. So why is that? Why do some men go down this road? And I think the answer is pretty simple, right? Imagine that you've never seen a dog in your life, right? Like you've never met a dog, and then you have 5 months where every single time you meet a dog and it barks, it snaps at you, and it bites you, right? And you have that same experience over and over again. At some point, you're gonna be like, dogs fucking suck, right? So that's gonna be how your mind is just gonna work. You're gonna come to that conclusion. Now, fortunately, like if you're someone like me, and you have a dog that you love, you have that good experience, even if you get a bunch of shitty dogs, you're still not going to come to the conclusion that dogs suck because you had a good experience with a dog. So I've been very fortunate that before moving to Miami, and dealing with a lot of the shit that I deal with, I had a lot of good experience with women, and I still have a good experience, with my girlfriend. So I have that to ground me. But I think that if I legitimately didn't have that, I could see how I could go down the path of starting to hate women, right? But I think the key thing to keep in mind, it's not all women, it's some women. So let's take a look at some text interactions I think are going to really drive this point home. All right, so this is a simple one. This is a chick I was talking to. She's like, call me then. I'm like, I would actually be down to chat, but I'm in the gym right now. Blah. Next day, hi. Then 2 hours later, I'll see you. Not like I want to see you, I'll see you. Then 2 hours later, forget it. And I'm like, I was driving. And she's like, okay, right? So I usually don't even wake up until like 3 p.m. So again, this is just like a little bit preposterous, but this is one of the mildest examples. Moving on. So I'm like, hey, it's Alex. She's like, hello, baby. How's your Friday going so far? Good. A woman, a few words. Well, send me photo. Not even send me a photo, send me photo. I'm like, say please. And she responds with bye. Like that little entitlement, kind of a turnoff. Okay, it gets more and more ridiculous. So this is one of the conversations that Indian P was having. You have to give that emoji hug in person in Miami. Last time I met someone in Miami, he booked me first class tickets at one South Hotel so we could get to know each other. And he said, even if we won't be together, you'll have a good vacation. That's how I think it should be. Give me a fucking break. So he says, what happened to this guy you met then? Well, I met 2 men in Miami last year. Oh, interesting. I don't know. We just didn't feel the right chemistry, and they both want me to live with them. Okay, so these guys sound like massive fucking losers. So he says, so after all this, the chemistry wasn't there. The men basically lost a lot of money just to have you come here. Ew, that's too much. Well, for you, it's lost. For some men, they don't care about money. They enjoy it. Yeah, they get off on fucking wasting their money on dumb bimbos, and that's what I value a lot. Okay, I love treating my women well, but the key word is my. I wouldn't do that for someone I've never met, especially when that person did not care to message me when they were in Miami. My man has to be extremely generous. I.e. my man has to be a sucker. Yeah, that's a bit sad to just throw away money. I worked hard for it to not value it. And she says, then no point to continue. So to her, a man who doesn't want to throw away his money is a deal breaker, I guess. He says, yep, good luck. You turned me off massively, asshole. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the content on this channel, then make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, and click that bell for notification. And most ridiculous for last, this is a chick who I was talking to about a year ago. I remember I pulled up this interaction. So she had been already pretty ridiculous leading up to this, and if we go through the whole interaction, we'll be here for an hour of all her ridiculousness, but I think this little exchange drives the point home. So we had a date set up. She's like, just got my nails done. I'm like, go and look extra pretty for our date. Smiley face, how does 9:30 sound? Okay, dear, right now I'm at my friend's, sounds good. 8 o'clock, she texts me, I won't be home. Well, I can't leave yet, I'm a tad fucked up. I'm like, what? Sorry, I was drinking at my friend's. So are you still coming over, or I'm not home yet? I'm sorry, I'm not flaky. I just drank more than I realized like an idiot. Where you at again? I know you said a few blocks, but... So it's like, yo man, I know I stole money from you, but I'm not a thief. I just needed that money. I give her my address, and then she says, finally home. I had to take a nap at my friend's because I'm an idiot. Well, that part we agree on. Hope you forgive me and see me tomorrow. And I'm generally pretty cool. Like if a girl needs to reschedule and shit, I don't make a big deal of it. I say, you're gonna make it up to me. What does that entail? A nice back rub. She says, that's probably not gonna happen. I'm really small and I have a lot of back pain myself, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to massage you. Like, how small are we talking? Lol, I'm 5'3" and have teeny hands. Perfect for those teeny knots. Lol, I can try. And keep in mind, she said, like, literally, I hope you'll see me next day. I'm like, that's my girl. Then 5:49, I said, what time are you free tonight? She doesn't respond. Around 9 p.m. I say, going to Flake. No, I'm home. I say, okay, and? Why are you being so aggressive? I never agreed to hang out with you. Weren't your exact words, I can't wait to make it up to you? And I don't really need this. Like, I don't have the best day. I don't need to get fucking yelled at by somebody. Yelled? What the fuck is she talking about? I'm like, aggressive question, but I'm trying to figure out if you're going to flake 2 nights in a row. Okay, yesterday I got too drunk and I couldn't leave my friend's house. That was my fault. Today, I didn't even agree to do anything. I've literally been sitting at home. That's because you're an idiot. Your exacts were, I hope you forgive me and see me tomorrow. Okay, so why didn't you text me? What? I've been texting her all day. I've been at home upset because something happened earlier with my friends and I was just bullshit. I'm like, I texted you 5 hours ago and nothing in between now and yelling at me. I already got fucking cursed out today. I don't need to get yelled at again. Like, what is she on? I'm like, because you didn't respond. Do you want me to treat you like a little child? It's like, no, I had a bad enough day. I don't need to get badgered anymore. So a lot of interactions like this in a row is pretty easy for a man to come to the conclusion that women fucking suck, right? And there are a lot of women that do legitimately fucking suck. Now, a lot of it also depends on where you live. If you live in a city like Miami or in LA, you're going to get a lot more sucky women than if you live in Eastern Europe or South America, you're going to get a lot better quality of women. But there's going to be bad apples in every batch. The question is how many bad apples are in the pot. But because there's always bad apples, there's always going to be good apples. There's always going to be great girls as well. I think the tricky thing is for guys who didn't have that experience with the great girls and just constantly running into the shitty girls, you know, they kind of just started assuming that's what women are like in general. So I think it's important for guys to have those good experiences so they can ground out the bad experiences. And if you're having just bad experience after bad experience, then either your city sucks or you're just seeking in the wrong places. And you got to get those good experiences in because otherwise it's a very, very easy trap to fall into. And once you start becoming bitter and resentful towards women, it's going to show. And then when you meet a good woman, it's going to be obvious in your attitude and you're going to turn her off and it's just going to be this vicious cycle. So I think it's a very easy trap to fall into. I can even like empathize with guys going down this path. Sometimes from time to time I catch myself starting to go down the rabbit hole, but I catch myself. I think that's what you have to do as well in order to actually have a happy life and have normal relationships. All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable and show us that you don't hate women by smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, and clicking the bell for notification. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about these examples, and until next time.